Morphogenesis, Episode 1, The Biological Blueprint. How life takes shape. Every living thing begins as potential, a single cell, a field of possibility. Within that tiny space lives a question the universe keeps asking itself. How shall I take shape this time? Morphogenesis is the process that answers that question. It's the invisible choreography that turns chaos into a body, silence into rhythm, and energy into the architecture of life. Today, we begin our journey into the science and mystery of form. This is Morphogenesis, the shape of life. Episode 1, The Biological Blueprint. Chapter 1, The Origin of Form. In biology, morphogenesis is the process by which an organism develops its shape. The word comes from the Greek morphe, meaning form, and genesis, meaning creation. When a fertilized egg divides, something extraordinary begins. A pattern emerges, not from a sculptor's hand, but from within. Cells migrate, stretch, fold, and specialize. They listen to chemical gradients like musicians responding to an unseen conductor. Scientists once believed DNA was the full instruction manual, but DNA only tells the cell what to build, not where or how to arrange it. Something deeper is guiding the dance, an intelligence of structure. Chapter 2, The Intelligence of Cells. A single cell is not dumb matter. It senses, communicates, remembers, and responds. Through adhesion, molecules, and chemical signaling, cells organize themselves into tissues and organs, a process known as self-organization. Picture this. When a limb is growing, the cells at the tip communicate in waves of light and voltage. If one cell divides incorrectly, neighboring cells correct it. If the tissue is damaged, the others rush to heal it. They are aware of context. The field of bioelectricity has shown that cells use voltage gradients to pattern growth, not unlike the way a computer chip uses electrical potential to run a circuit. It suggests that our bodies are not built from the bottom up, but from the field inward. Chapter 3, Patterns in Nature. Morphogenesis isn't limited to human biology. Look at the spiral of a seashell, the veins of a leaf, the geometry of a snowflake, or the stripes of a zebra. Each is born from the same principle, the interplay between chaos and order. Alan Turing wrote one of the first mathematical modules of morphogenesis. He discovered that simple reactions between diffusing chemicals could produce complex, repeating patterns in nature. In this, we see the universal signature. Form emerges wherever energy seeks balance. Chapter 4, Beyond Mechanics. For centuries, science saw life as a machine, organs as parts, cells as gears, genes as code. But the deeper we look, the more that metaphor breaks down. A machine needs an external engineer. Life builds itself. Morphogenesis reveals that the universe is not passive matter, but active intelligence. It adapts, learns, and remembers patterns of coherence. Each embryo, plant, and organism carries a whisper of cosmic memory. When a salamander regrows its tail or a child heals from a wound, life doesn't simply grow. It recreates itself from an inner image of wholeness. Perhaps that image exists in what some call the morphogenic field, a field of information that shapes matter the way sound shapes sand on a vibrating plate. Chapter 5, The New Biology. Modern science is slowly catching up with what ancient mystics intuited. Form is not separate from consciousness. In the laboratories of bioelectric research, scientists are mapping voltage patterns that predict where eyes, limbs, and organs will appear before they physically exist. Change the voltage map and you change the body plan. This is a new frontier, a biology of information, a physics of life. Morphogenesis is not just a story of molecules, but a revelation of meaning, the way nature thinks in form. It tells us that intelligence is not confined to the brain. It's distributed throughout the living matrix. Every cell participates in consciousness. Every organ listens to the song of the field. Conclusion. So when you look at your own hands, remember, you're looking at music made solid. The rhythm of your heartbeat, the symmetry of your face, the curve of your bones, all are the echoes of morphogenesis. Next time, we'll step beyond biology and explore the quantum architecture of form. And until then, breathe, observe, and remember, the form of life is not given. It's negotiated between matter and meaning. This has been Morphogenesis, The Shape of Life, an educational series by the 7 Laws and Umasu Productions, written and narrated by Joseph Ocean, music by Egger Studios.